Okay. Right. My question is, I lost my mother this year.
You lost her? How clumsy of you.
She's transitioned to the other side, so I can't see her.
Well, you haven't lost her. You know where she is.
Yeah, I just can't see her.
It's very important that we actually discuss the difference in the way you express that.
Okay.
Because that's the reason why so many of you experience grief when you could be experiencing connection. You think of people transitioning back into spirit as a loss,
Okay.
instead of a gain, instead of an extension, instead of an expansion of your family, instead of them luring you into more connection, stretching you to be able to pick them up in spirit, which is one of the reasons why they leave when they leave. Mm-hmm. To get you to start focusing yourself on your own spirituality, the fact that you are there with them, mm-hmm. and by understanding that that connection never goes away, still part of your family, still engaged with you, the idea then is that if you stop experiencing that as a loss, many times when people on your planet, I understand in the beginning it may be a little shocking, you may be unfamiliar with it, you may be disoriented, and you experience the idea of grief. We get that, and that's fine. But later, if you haven't allowed yourself to stretch and allow yourself to connect to them in spirit in the way that they're inviting you to do so, to know that they're always with you when you need them, mm-hmm. then anytime they try to make a connection with you, you may suddenly start to think of them and feel grief again. Mm-hmm. The grief that all of you often feel is them attempting to get a message to you to say, I'm okay, but because you're experiencing my connection as a loss, you feel it as grief instead of as joy. Mm-hmm. So because you're funneling that energy through a negative belief system that says you've lost them, mm-hmm. when in fact just the opposite is the case.
Okay.
Does this help you?
It does. Yeah.
All
but
right.
My question is, because I was trying to help her on the last days.
Yes.
And
it's much appreciated by them.
Yeah. And she, even so, she was Christian, and she was really...
Not anymore.
Good to know.
Now, I'm not saying that every single belief she had has disappeared.
Yeah.
But they've been rearranged a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I always told her that, but yeah, there you go. She knows now.
Remember, the being you called Christ's message was, you are all Christ's. Mm-hmm. The idea of follow me is be like me, mm-hmm. because you contain everything I'm showing you.
Yeah.
That's what she understands now.
Okay, good. So she felt really disconnected. One thing that she keeps saying to me, that she was really scared. So I tried to get, of course, the Bible. That was what she believed, and I tried to help her.
Yes,
so I looked to the last minutes of Jesus, Yeshua here. And then he said, God, God, why have you forsaken me? And I was just, oh God, this is not going to help. So those people feel a disconnection with God when they are transition. Because if Jesus felt it, I'm screwed.
You're misunderstanding why it was said.
Okay.
Remember that at that time, in that state of being, he was expressing the human condition.
Okay.
Because humanity believes that God has forsaken them.
Okay.
He was reflecting what humanity does to create itself to suffer.
Okay.
So he was trying to tell you that that's what you're saying, and that's not what you need to say. And the proof that that's not what you need to say is when he resurrected. Okay. Because you haven't been forsaken, because you are eternal and you are infinite. And that's the whole demonstration. So he went through a period of reflecting humanity's fear-based beliefs. Oh, we are forsaken. Mm-hmm. But then the idea of resurrecting is, oh, I guess we're not after all.
Okay.
We are eternal. We are uplifted. Mm-hmm. We are ascended.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does.
You have to understand the context in which things have happened, in which things were said.
Okay.
Because he was expressing the suffering of humanity that humanity heaps upon itself. Yes?
Okay.
But that's not what he was experiencing.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I'm on my way to the studio and the sun is setting on an opportunity and I don't want you to miss that.
As a greater being.
Yep.
On itself. Yes?
Okay.
But that's not what he was experiencing as a greater being.
Yep. That helps.
All right.
And just another question. I keep having lots of dreams with like Saint Francis of Assisi, and I see lots